Alright. Hello, everybody. Changing that song. Not that one. Too loud. Nope. Nope. Alright, I'll go with this one. Turn that down a bit. Let's turn it back up for you guys. Turn it down on my headset. There we go. Alright. Start the video. There we go. Alright, hello everybody and welcome to week 4 of the Game Builder. So, this is in a state right now. I need to try and get this thing wrapped up and ready to finish this weekend. I'm still only on the first level, but the problem is, victory is still showing up here because that flag's not set right, and I don't have any way of restarting the level or, cleaning anything up. But here's the worst problem. You place your bridge, and let's say it's got a slope to it, and I assume all bridges are going to have some kind of a slope to them because it's very difficult to get pixel-perfect accuracy. So you run, and the little ball starts to go across the bridge, but as it starts getting further and further out, it starts raving. The longer the bridge is and the more steep the slope, the worse that becomes. And then it didn't trip the victory state either. Oh, that's right, it's because I had to made some changes in an attempt to fix that. But the issue is, as we can see down here, is go to the source code file here. Okay, we have here where y is calculated based off of the slope that's passed to it, which is fine, except that when we then check back down here at this archway to see if our feet are still touching a bridge, for some reason, Y then resets. And it resets in between frames, it seems like, almost. Or it resets every single frame. So it starts low, jumps back up, drops back low, jumps back up, drops low, jumps up, etc., etc. And if the slope of the bridge is particularly steep, it gets really, really bad. Let's show you what I mean. If I go up like this, where we then see that the slope here is almost 1. Let's roll this thing out, and it climbs up initially, and then it just really starts to spaz out until it's going through both bridges. And I don't know what the issue is that is keeping the, I don't know what the issue is that is preventing Y from storing that value. It's not that the value is being truncated because they're mismatched types, because I tried earlier. I put Y in as a double. I just was like, you know what? Just for the heck of it, let's make Y a double. Let's see if this fixes the issue, because it can then contain the decimal point. It won't truncate everything. But the problem is, if it was truncating it, this isn't going to fix it. Yeah, so you can see here, it's still jumping around real bad. And it's still spazzing out. And I think it's just got to do with how I'm detecting whether or not, trying to detect how the bridge is there. But the problem is even if I was trying to detect the bridge, or there was an issue with the bridge, it's just jumping back and forth between these two values. Like, this is at the beginning of the loop, where it says it's landed on the bridge, where it says, it's on the bridge, it returns that it says it's landed on the bridge, and then calculates out what the slope was, moving it vertically, tells me what the Y value is at the time of moving vertically up the slope, and then by the very next loop, the value is gone. This Y value has changed back to what it was on the previous loop. It hasn't been stored. I've tried doing some research on it. I don't know. I can't tell what it is that's causing it. I've tried changing scopes. The problem is that it's all held within the same class. So I don't know. I don't know what the issue is that is triggering it to act that way. But I think I'm pretty sure it does exactly the same thing if we go down. If we send it down, it might think it still triggers. If it goes down, it just falls straight through. Get a gentler slope, see if it works any better. Nope. So, yeah. But as we see here, the values update and stay updated. So I don't know what's different about it going down versus it going up. See, the value's now maintaining like it's supposed to, but it just says it landed on the bridge, but then it doesn't follow through. It just continues falling straight through the bridge, but keeps saying it's landed on the bridge. So I've got... the fact that the bridge is a line is what the issue is. And I need to... Maybe it's in here. Maybe this needs to be Y2 on the bridge rather than Y number 1. To make sure that it's kind of like in between the two values. This wasn't working before, which was why I set it up to be what it was. Yeah, it just... wow, it just jumped straight through. Registering it was on a bridge the whole time. But if it was on the bridge... let's get rid of that I have landed on a bridge thing up here. Get rid of that. That's just in the way now. I don't understand why it's doing this. But the problem is if I'm going to be making levels involving bridges that go up and down, then obviously I have to have some way of being able to track those coordinates. The only way I know of doing that is I would basically make an invisible bounding box around it. Which that might be the only way to actually fix this. Is I just use all this. I use a line to draw the bridge, but a box to physically calculate where it sits. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't know. Let's look at what's going on here in the collision checking here. Just make sure we have everything right. Okay. If X has passed X1, and it hasn't passed X2, and Y has passed Y1 minus a little bit, just so we get a little bit of play in the height for the sloping. While Y is still inside of the maximum height of the other side of the bridge. Huh. Hello, random viewer. I'm busy struggling right now. Struggling real bad. Oh, hello, QB. Oh. Oh, hi. Oh, well, I messed that all up. My wrist brace is in the way. Thank you. Thank you. I'm very much trying to get this cranked out, and it's not playing well with me. So... got everything... I've got everything... It seems as though mathematically everything would be fine. Hang on, wait. Yeah, that's fine, QB. Okay, wait, this is actually the vertical movement function operating correctly. Doing something I was worried it would do, but I can fix that with a little bit of tweaking. What the heck was that? It didn't even apply to anything vertically at that point. Yeah, the ball just falls straight through the bridge. Let's move it back a little bit. See if that does any better. Yeah. Okay. So it's checking... I guess we're checking if we're greater... Oh, if it's greater than Y1, which, if we're above Y1, we're less than Y1. Oh, shoot. Okay, I'm gonna have to completely redo this whole thing right here. Because I will... Let's see. If we're... The way that the pixel system works in this, just so you know, QB, if you're above, hovering above this, anything down here, the 0, 0 is up here in this corner. It's 0x is all the way to the left, 0y is all the way up here at the top of the screen. If I do anything negatives, it's because I'm hiding it. Yeah, well, I kind of know what I might have to do here. But basically, what it's checking is, down here, this y is greater than the y of the ball. Up here, it's less than that. But it's checking if, I reset the bridge, it checks if y is down here. I'm working on making the start of the game, that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get the core loop nailed down and get all the code debugged. And that just fell right through. Yeah, I'm having a hard time making this game, like, work well. And keep in mind, I've been working on this for a month now. It's been a month. That's how bad I am at doing this. But I'm having fun. Well, I can, but this just being a basic level, I'm trying to operate with the pixels down where I can see them. Well, yeah, I can make the y-coordinates of the ball start wherever I want it to, but the reality of it is you still need to be able to detect if you're on a bridge or not. But I think I've actually managed to figure out what I can do here. So the bridge contains the slope variable, so I don't need to add any parameters. Yeah, that's fine, QB. That's fine. To be honest, let's see, what year is this? This is 2017 is what year this is. I first started to learn how to program just teaching myself off of, like, Google searches and things like that. Back in 2007, 2008, I started teaching myself how to program using just using what I found online, and I did not get it for the longest time. I started getting things now, but I got things now, and I started really getting things a few years later, but there were a lot of, like, best practice things that I completely ignored through the whole process, and I didn't have any compilers good enough to call me out on those at the time and make me fix them up. I'm doing that now. But yeah, I mean, it's been a process, and I've had so many projects where I just came across, like, some kind of game-breaking bug, kind of like this, but the code was broken in so many different places. I run a system update, and then just the entire thing of code is completely unusable. Let's see, do I have the list on here? No, this is nothing even close. I guess it's on my laptop, I've got, like, a giant list of NetBeans projects. Well, Python's not a bad language. It's just not in the realms of what I'm trying to do. I'm using C++, just so you know. A super old? Yeah, it's a NetBeans is the development interface, yes. But I'm doing C++. I mean, one of the oldest programming languages that's in the book, but you can't get any better for being able to do stuff freely. Yeah, I know. Well, you know, keep watching, you might learn something. Alright, so here, I'm gonna close that off, that bracket in here, add another bracket down here so that it doesn't give me API level glitches, which NetBeans is likely to do. And then here, say if, close that parentheses there. Alright. But at this point, I need to check the slope of this whole thing. So if past arch slope is greater than, let's say less than 0. There we go. Alright. There, now if it's less than 0, it's gonna do all this. So we'll add to this part where it says where it puts out down here on the bridge. Let's just add and it goes down. We'll just copy this, paste it, which of course now means it's going to be a lot cleaner, or a lot easier to work with, because you can just... oh wait, that's the wrong place to put that. Let's delete that line right there. There we go. Keep else if past arch dash sideways v. That's the actual name for that is a pointer operator, because we're just dealing with a reference rather than a newly created object. Because if you do a newly created object, it defaults everything, so it just becomes a mess. Didn't used to work that way, but it changed with either updates to with compilers tying into more of the original standards, or with when C++11 started to come along. I'm not sure when. But here we go. Okay. So I now need to reverse that symbol, and then reverse that symbol, and then say, and it goes up. There we go. Now maybe we can stop the spaz party. Alright, let's try down. Probably just gonna warp straight through the bridge. Blam. Yep, there he goes. Okay, cool. Yes, pointer operator errors are the worst. Now in C++, we get an even more helpful error message. We don't get told the ball hitbox. We just go up here. You see where I have temp y equals y plus w. Y is the center of the circle, and then the w is just the radius of the ball. And then when it's rendered up here, yeah, right here, this is just a circle call. I'm using the SDL2 API with the graphics primitives wrapper that comes with SDL2. And this circle is then the how it draws it. You have your x coordinate, your y coordinate, and then the width or the radius of the circle. And these are the color flags: RGB-A, which is alpha, the blending, which is what that is, RGB-A. So it's kind of nice and simple. Alright, let's see. Did it say that it was pointed down? Let's go all the way back up to the top. Yep, okay, it was saying it goes down. Let's make sure it detects it correctly as it goes up. The course have a width? Yes, it does. Okay, what was that all about? Whoa, there it went. I think I just saw it warp out. Yep, there it went. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. Little kid just came in. My son just came in upset of something. I don't know what happened. He was just playing in the living room, and then all of a sudden comes in crying. He probably thinks he broke something that he didn't. But yeah, the track, yes, that does too. Let's see, go to platform here. You can set it by hand, but that one is actually set up as a square. And then the bridge itself is where things get hairy, because this is literally just a single line with 2 points. Yeah, the bridge bounced. Well, that is because, where is it at? Okay, right here, I have this slope constantly being added to, The slope comes from the bridge, and it's added to on this, but the thing is that the value for the slope, although it's only supposed to affect it about every 1 pixel, every so many loops it gets added to, and so you get this exponential jump. That just sends it flying into orbit very, very quickly, so... Down here... Let's just put in a nice little reset. If last slope is, let's say, is greater than or equal to 1, last slope equals 0. There we go. This should help keep us from, if it is greater or equal to 1, or is less than or equal to -1. There we go. This should keep it from, this should now keep it from sending the ball into orbit. Well, okay, not... Not quite. Not quite. What was that all about? Wait, I don't even need this anymore because this was when y was still a short integer. And let's just try this. Let's just go past slope. Let's just make sure that everything just goes like it's supposed to. Well, and of course, it just falls straight through the bridge because the bridge was down below the interaction point. Oh, there we go. It works. It's working. Okay, yeah, just making y a double so it can handle the fractions was all that was necessary. Okay, this is now working. Yeah. Cool. So let's clean this up. Let's get rid of all this last slope stuff. Get rid of that debug out, because we don't need that anymore either. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. And then, make sure it's still gonna work. Without me having to take, measures against it. Yep, okay. Okay, yeah. Alright, so first things first, I'm getting rid of that bridge button. Let's go into the level code. Bridge wants to be placed, but I'm not going to be placing the bridge anymore. With that button, I'm just going to be clicking, so this one will go from bridge to reset. Make the bridge a solid. As far as this thing cares, it is a solid. Well, I will want to thin out the line a little bit. I think 25 is a little bit thick. Make it 20. See if that looks a little better. I'm completing the bridge. Okay, I was just completely not paying attention there, so I don't know what happened. Okay, it travels across. Oh, if it rolls off the end, it'll actually follow the corner. Yeah, I'm just trying to, like, shrink down the width of this a little bit, just so it'll it kind of floats on it. But at this point, I'm ready to just write that off as a known shippable and just head on out. And yeah, it kind of floats over it, but at this point, I'm willing to just kind of leave that as just a polishing thing, and I'll get to it if I still have time. I've got a 3-day weekend. I'm off this weekend, so I can really focus on this, but until then, I really just want to try and get at least 4 or 5 more levels put together for this thing, and I usually stream till about 11, so I've lost about a half hour trying to get that bug fixed up. So things are on a great start. Alright. Alright, the reset button. Now, if we hit the reset button, we want to reset the course. Gotta reset the bridges thing. I don't have anything to trigger a reset. So then, well, let's just go to here, into our class header file. Void reset level. Yeah, I mean, at this point, the priorities are just try and get this thing put together. I mean, if you look up the one game a month indie jam, the idea is to just try and get the game done in a month. And at this point, I mean, there's no budget on the line. There's not really a lot of like major. There's nobody really breathing down my neck. It's just me trying to hold myself to the goal. And this would really be my very first project to ever actually ship. So I really just want to try and put this together, and it's just for me, and nobody else. You know? Like Agent Smith, you know, it's me, and only me. Well, I mean, that's who I make games for in the first place, is me, but I've been getting discouraged over the years because I never ever managed to get one out, and I'd like to at least get one shipped. Okay. It's 4 a.m. over there. Hang on, let me do my calculations. That is 7 hours. So you are watching this in, I would say, probably Europe? France, or maybe a little bit further inland. Am I right on that one, QB? Let me know. It's 4:48 a.m. there, so you're probably watching either in, like, France or maybe Belgium? Oh, the Netherlands. Okay. I was close. I used to live in England for a couple of years. I lived in England for a couple of years, and calling family back home, I just had to look at an analog clock and then just be like, okay, my hour hand is over here, theirs is going to be on the other half of the clock. So that was how I got it figured out. So I kind of cheated, but you know. Alright, so resetting the level needs to be completed. Hang on a minute, let me get the door shut. Alright, I'm back. Just had to shut the door real quick. Okay, for the reset, let's copy this code, here. Except I don't need those two booleans anymore because those are now handled by the circles class itself. Let's see. I need to get where I place the set up a player. Copy that. Set that back up. Yeah, and then if that button is selected, say reset level. Oh, and I also need to reset the bridges. So reset. Let's just go arch. Reset. You know what? I'm gonna have to add another reset function into here because I got rid of the original one for this one. The idea being in further levels you're gonna have multiple bridges, so you can right-click a bridge to delete it. Yes. That is the main reason why I stream to YouTube and not Twitch, is because YouTube processes them and then immediately turns them into videos, and I don't have to upload it twice. So it saves me on internet. And given as to how lately my ISPs have been very, very fussy about what people are doing, this is a benefit to me. So, it's quite nice. Quite nice indeed. Yeah, all the last 3 weeks. Okay, well thank you, QB. Thanks for coming to hang out. They can be. They can be. Okay. Let's go to there. Right, we're going back to the bridges. We're putting in just another void reset from level. There we go. Not reset from the user, but reset from the level. Set this from a level. Let's just copy all that. Place it there, kind of in a redundant location, but fair enough. Right, and then dot reset from level. There we go. And that will, well, that should reset everything. So there's the bridge. Let's go, and then it's gonna fall off the end. Go, and I can just say reset. Relay the bridge. Go. Falls off, hit reset. Ah, this is so great! This is amazing! Now I don't have to keep recompiling the project just to test a bridge. Woo! Alright. Can you quit? There we go. I actually have a fully functional UI. This is quite nice. Okay, completed equals false. So let's go into rendering. I only show that if it is completed. FC, again, this was a user-built auxiliary function for SDL2 to handle drawing of text on the screen, because otherwise I would lose about 60% of my loop time, which would take my game from, say if I capped it at 60 FPS, it would take it from 60 to 25 FPS just to draw victory on the screen in that small format. This apparently, this little SDL font cache, which is what the name of it is, yeah, it's down in the description below the stream and will be in the video as well. Saves so much time and effort. It's amazing. Alright. So then, okay, first things first, we get victory off of the screen. Now we need to get the victory checked here. So let's go here. Let's make a Boolean. Reached end. Pass, let's say flag X flag falg, because I cannot type with this brace on, but I need the brace on to be able to type. That's Stockholm Syndrome, if anything. Reached end. If X is greater than flag X, Y is greater than flag Y, return true, return false. There we go. Hate it when I do that. Alright, let's go save. And player dot reached end temp X temp Y. There we go. We'll move the return up to this. Return that Boolean. There we go. Simple enough. I did that as a cheater method to... Uh-oh. Incoming... Getting pretty good at hearing incoming, so I'm able to mute it in time. Alright. So if check victory, return 10. I don't want it returning 10 anymore. I don't want it to return 10. So let's get rid of that. And then, yeah, game level. Down here and run, is it? Yeah. If it is equal to 10, do all that. Yeah, it'll just ignore it otherwise. I'll just leave it be for now. I'll say completed equals true. There we go. And then I have checking the fail. Maybe if I could type through a brace, this would make things a little easier. failed equals false. Okay, then. Alright, if completed is true, else if failed. Let's just copy this there and change that from victory to, let's go for this old thing. This meme that hasn't gotten old. You died. Let's put it more front and center. So it's 720p. So it's 1280 by 720. That's the size of the screen I'm dealing with. So half of 1280 is gonna be 640, but we want it a little bit more to the left, so we'll make it 600. And we'll leave it at 50. Let's see how it looks. Alright, run. Up it goes. You died. There we go. Okay. Check death. If fall distance is greater than 100, turn true. Let's also just add a little boolean here as well. Right here. Dead. Let's make it dead. And at setup, everything else being false, so is dead. Then down here, check death. Dead equals true. Just get rid of that. Just say here, return dead. Go. Because if it's not true, it won't return it. Alright. Let's just walk it off. Went off of the edge. You died. Okay, So if not dead. There we go. There we go. Now we'll disappear. Let's also go up to here. Say if player check death. If it didn't trip, then move him around. And I'll also say the same here. If player check death is, I'm gonna make it not though, put the exclamation point there. There we go. There we go. Alright, so now when I die, it should stop rendering. And splat. Alright, reset. Reset. Okay. That's something else I need to do. If it's reset, then it will rerun the player setup. Oh. Okay, player setup, and here dead is equals false on reset, right? And do I have... So why is it that after it Okay, so it's there. Okay. Oh, because I need to reset the failed flag. There we go. Alright, let's run him to death again. He died, reset. It's not triggering. Doesn't trigger. Just keeps showing up, you died again. Okay. At level 1, check fail, return player death. Okay, check fail there. Failed equals true. On reset, we set failed equal to false. And we move the player back. We put the player back, we get rid of the bridges. Let's make sure it's working. Put the bridges there. Wait, what? It's already saying you died. Alright, what's happening here? If a fall distance is greater than 100, dead equals true. But the thing is... Shoot, I've wasted so long doing this already. That was a perfectly flat bridge, too. How did he fall through that? Oh shit, why am I doing this? I'm testing the reset functionality, okay. Now it's just randomly telling me you died already. What is with that? Wait, is it because of the failed flags not getting set correctly? I've set it right there. That's weird. Why is it doing that? Let's just, rather than make this an else, let's just make it an if. Just run those checks independent of each other. Nope. You know what, let's just do it this way. Let's just say return true, and return false. Maybe that'll clear it up. Seems like it did. Let's rerun. Maybe that was what the issue was. It was just returning something and... Come on, now why is it not detecting the bridge? Okay, so it's on the floor. Okay, this is... Okay. Plus... Okay, I need to say X minus W there, and then X plus W here. So that this way, if someone is like OCD, and then they like actually... Oh, hold on, right here, let's get rid of that. So if you actually put it on the edge there, it doesn't clip out around the center point. Okay, what the heck is with that? Ugh. Let's do the same thing here. X. Wait, no, I don't want to do that. Let's just say X plus W, which is the leading edge of it. And X minus W is the trailing edge of it. It's just falling straight through now. Why is this happening? It was working so good before. Temp Y is less than Y. Minus a little bit. Y is greater than 2 and a little bit. The reset button is now broke. So... what is not triggering on reset? So the failed flag is triggered. Player setup is triggered, which should reset all the death flags in the guy, because dead, dead now equals false, and everything should be zeroed out. Shoot, I've lost almost an hour to this. Reset. Okay. Set. Seems to be holding. Alright, it's time to hold my bridge check accountable again. On the bridge, and it goes down. New line. Then console out on the bridge, and it goes up. Right, now why is this such a problem? Because it's not even detecting that it's on the bridge. Is it greater than or equal to, less than or equal to? Because this is, it should be, it's in front of the bridge. It's over the bridge. Why is it just falling through again? Let's get rid of that. Let's just make sure it's checking it every single time. And now it's telling me I'm dead again. Right at the beginning. Oh no. This is what kills video games. This is just what kills them straight off the bat. Why is this not working? Okay, what is fall distance set to? Aha! There it is. There we go. That, I betcha, was the thing that I needed to reset that wasn't letting me do anything. Fall straight through, reset. Okay, we're back up to there. Alright, I've got that sorted out. But it never, ever... Let's try a negative slope bridge, and let's go steep. Is it gonna detect it? Okay, it detected it going down. Detected it going down. Let's detect it going up. Very, very steep up. And then I died going off the end of it. Alright. Alright, so... There. Blow it all up. Just blow it all up. Okay, Alright, so what am I doing here that's wrong? It's a very, very slight slope, and it just falls straight through. Okay, say greater than or equal to 0. How about this one? Nope, still falls through. Huh. The really irritating thing, those who were here earlier, I had that working. That's why I started doing like the death flag and the reset button and everything else. I moved on because I had the bridge working. So... what's changed? Let's experiment a little bit. Let's just see what happens if I put it here to here. Let's watch what happens. Okay, it falls through. Put it there to there. Still falls through. Let's move it back a little bit further. Still falls through. Let's move it way back here. Way up here. Okay. So... alright, so it does have something to do with the width of the ball, it seems like. So it's either... I think it's 10 pixels wide? So... don't know. Just go back to dealing with just the raw X coordinates again, rather than using these, using the width modifiers. Does that give me a more precise hitbox here?
It's milk.
Okay. Goes all the way back there. Okay, so... Alright, I need to put out... need to output, I should say. The bridge X is bridge chords are do X space Y and then new line. Oh, right, X1 and Y1. Okay. $594,420. Alright, so it rolls out to the end of the ledge, which here is the floor. So that code is working correctly. And then this code is then supposed to take over, so if X plus W, right, we're looking forward there, is greater than the first coordinate of that, and X minus W is in that's the left side of the ball being on the far end of the bridge. Let's just play with this. Okay, that was 592. Let's try and get 592 again. That one's 596, so it's a little closer. We fall through. And this is where it goes up. Yeah. It's not working anymore. Okay. So if it's going up, we need to be above Y1. Here. And then below is greater than Y2. Maybe I need to reverse those symbols as well. Okay, it's at 0. It just falls straight through. Doesn't even trigger it. Let's make that one if it's greater than or equal to 0. Let's do a clean build this time. Just scrub everything and come back to the beginning. It all build up again. Oh, there we go. Okay. On the bridge and it goes up if it's greater than or equal to 0. I guess I just needed to do a clean build. So not everything on it was working. There we go. Reset. Go. Okay, yeah, we sail across again. Alright, now let's see what happens if I leave a gap. It worked that time. Now what happens if I leave a huge gap? Cool. Okay. The bridge seems to be fixed. Alright. Check victory. Then completed. Or... okay. If we're not dead and we haven't won, then run that. Alright, here we go. Boom. Okay, it didn't stop running that. Let's just say if not completed. Oh shoot. Ugh. Ah shoot, and it fell off. Oh, right, because if it's one or the other... shoot, it's a pretty exclusive ordeal there. Okay, so if we're not dead... and not... let's just say and not completed. There we go. If we're not dead and it's not completed, we'll go across. Boom! Okay. Let's pass a little bit of extra distance there. We'll just say plus 15. Get rid of that. We don't need that. That's just memory being used that doesn't need to be. Alright. And then... boom! Yeah! Did it! We did it! We did it! Alright. Let's move victory front and center alongside of you died. Let's increase that font. Well, I can't increase that particular font size yet. Let's put in a second font. And font. There we go. Right, okay, so end font equals FC create font. There we go. And then yes, I realize I'm just copying what's above it, but I need to practice this so that I can remember it more. Make it size 50. Rather than it being white, though, let's go with a nice, let's see. Let's just go with red. We'll just make it red. Oops. 0. 0, 255. TTF. Style. Normal. There we go. There's that, and then down here in the render, we will use the end font. Alright, 650. Okay, let's just see what this looks like. First, you died. Let's see what you died looks like. Okay, that's really badly offset. That's a 600. Let's move it over to 500. Right again. Run to your death ball. There we go. That looks better. Reset. Okay, victory. There we go. Let's move it over a little bit as well. 550, there we go. Yes! Alright. Done. Okay. And that is now level 1 completed. And I've still got some time left, so let's move on to level 2. Okay, so first of all, what we're going to do is we are going to copy all of this. Well, hang on a second. I don't want to copy all of that. That stuff. There. Copy all of that. And then we'll just highlight that so it'll split everything up correctly. There we go. Have all that, and now level 1. Let's go down. Paste all that, and now we can just see, can we do a find replace? I actually can't remember in NetBeans how you do a search and replace. Let me Google that real quick, because I don't want to bog myself down too much. Search and replace. Do. Okay. Refactor. Yeah, rename it to level 2. That fix everything? Oh, it looks like it did. Oh, that's great. Doesn't it accept nulls anymore? Uh-oh. What? Oh, it's because I left out all the includes. That's why it's not working. There we go. This should clean it up a lot better. Oh, what? Multiple definitions. What? Why is everything... Because it's first defined... in the level 1 thing. What? Did I carry anything over? Okay, level 1. What all... Wait, what? Okay, that's game. That's what I need. No, that needs to be level 1. O and E. There we go. Did it change everything in level 1 to level 2 as well? Oh, it did! Come on. Really? Well, I ain't using that anymore. I have to go back through and clean all this up. Alright. Should have known this was too easy. Oh, NetBeans. Oh, NetBeans. So much for labor-saving features. Just alters literally the whole darn project. Hope this time it clears all that up. All right here. Ah. Alright, everything's building this time. Alright. A toast to everybody. We are back to square zero. Yep. A swig of Gatorade to that. Alright. Okay. So then, for this particular one, we're going to increase the number of ledges from 2 to 3. So now I have to do all of this setup code here. So, okay, so this one starts at 50. It ends at 600, this one starts at 700, ends at 1235. And it's only one level. So I want to take ledge 0 Move the end of it back to, we'll say, 350. And then ledge 2, I'm gonna move down to 500, not 5,500. I'm gonna make it start at 500x, but it's only gonna go to 700x. And then the height on this is gonna be 525. And then this one. Okay, so the X on this one will then be, we'll say 800. And then the Y on this one will be 410 once more. And then the N1 will be 1235. 435. So basically, we've just added an extra bridge just in the middle of 2 that's lower down, so you have to do 2 bridges rather than just 1. So that then means that arch... Where do I set up the arch at? I guess I didn't have an arch in the setup here. But out here, bridge, arch, we're gonna need 2 of them. And the bridge is going to need a placed flag. Oh, there we go. It already is placed. Okay. Let's just do a quick checking function. Oh, I didn't know I had Steam open. 1 second, please. Let me talk to him. You're welcome. I am streaming right now, so I can't get on. There we go. I didn't know I had Steam on. There it is, been in that corner. It's grayed out though, so it's really hard to see. Okay, back to what I was doing. Right here. Is placed. Let's make it a D so I spell it right in the future. This will be playing a lot tomorrow. Will do. Thanks. Alright. Back to what I was doing. Alright. Is placed. Bridge is placed. Brackets. Return placed. There, simple as that. Alright. So then here, and then need to make a for loop. There we go. I always seem to forget that semicolon in there somewhere. Okay. It's just okay, else for Alright, I think I need to turn my Steam notifications off for future-proofing this. There we go. Here. Let's cut that. Place this here. There we go. And then... Dadgum. Yeah, I'm wearing a brace for my tendinitis, and it keeps throwing my typing off. Because I am not used to this at all. There we go. I still need to figure out how I'm going to do that reset box. I'm thinking of just doing some coordinates, and then it's just a box with you just kind of click in the general area of the bridge, it'll take it out, and just leave it at that. Like, I won't try and go any fancier with it. Here once more. Let's copy this for loop again. Go. Let's bump that up to 3. Or no, that's surrender the points, but the ledges are now going to have to split off into their own loop. There we go. Okay. There's ledge. Okay, yeah. Alright, for... is less than 2. This is gonna get complicated to track in the later levels, but we're now speeding through this, so there we go. Let's see if it builds. Oh. Oh. Right there, okay. 4. Please tell me I still have the thing. I don't. I didn't. I keep forgetting to keep that on the clipboard. Just like do the other thing. Just by hand. Keep that. Let's just cut this, paste that in there. Okay. Rebuild. Oh, right. Must be an array member. Okay. Yeah, it runs. Well, we can't get to level 2 yet because I forgot to put that implementation code in. But we have 20 minutes left on stream. We're actually managing to make some progress today. Oh my lands, this feels good. Alright, okay, so... include level 2. And here... level 2, second level. There we go. Now up here, or wait, where's setup at? Right, there we go. There we go. We can just do this. We'll do the level 2 setup at the end of the first level. Oh, but something we need to add in level 1 again, though, is we need to... It's not the UI. Level 1. Where's it at? There it is, the level 1 header. Put it back over here with its source code file. There we go, okay. Button, UI, I have 3 of them. Right, menu, reset, and the run button, the little play box. Let's add a 4th one to that. That is the wrong source file. Right there. I've been finding so much in these couple of files that I've been missing things. I haven't had to mess with too much. Alright, UI 3 setup screen. No, because there's no sprite. Where do we have the victory screen showing up? Right, okay. 550-50. We'll put this one 575 at 100 using font. Let's go UI 3 size the Buton. Let's go ahead and just say make it 75 wide, 50 tall. By 3 set label to next level. Let's make this 100 wide, actually. There we go, and then UI 3 set background color. Let's make it brown like the rest. Why change a good thing? Else if UI 3 dot select button. Let's tell this to, if it's that, let's say return. I'll say 2. Return 2. And here. Well, that's right, mouse handler is not handled inside of this, it's handled outside of the level. That's fine. Yeah, okay. That should implement the button. Cannot use the dot operator type. Huh? Cannot use dot operator on a type. What do you mean I can't use a dot operator on a type? I'm using the dot operator everywhere. What do you mean I can't use a dot operator on a type? You let me compile several other times, Clang. What's going on here? Can you do it that way? That's the pointer operator. Cannot use arrow operator on a type. Then what am I supposed to use? Cannot use dot operator on a type. So how is that different from that dot operator? Oh, right. Because it's the class. I need second level. There we go. That's why. It's an instance. It's not a type. Problem averted, folks. We're all good. Alright, Alright, so mouse handler returning an extra thing doesn't... Uh-oh. Whoops. Okay. Exit desire, finished, failed. Completed, wait. What's my difference between finished and failed? Or finished and completed? It is never used. I have just found a use for finished. Set it to false by default. And then with 3, finished equals true. And then, say if finished return 10, and now we're full circle. We're back to where we were before. Let's see if this will work. Start the game, build the bridge, run the ball across it. Boom, victory. The button doesn't show up. Did I forget to add it to the render loop? I did. Be less than 4 now. Let's try it again. There it is. Okay. Let's actually take that back out. And say if completed in UI 3 render. There we go. Let's say, and in here, in this one, say if victory. What did I call that? Completed? Shoot. Check victory. Completed. Yes. If it's completed, then do finished. Okay, there we go. It's now hidden. I guess I wasn't doing a brown background, it's a purple background on those. There we go. Victory. Next level. Okay. Active level equals 2. Okay. Boom, and then case 2, second level. Pass the mouse handler and the coordinates. Y break. There we go. I think that's all I need to do. Hold on. Active level and then case 1. Up. Go case 2. If second level dot run level is equal to 1. There we go. And then let's just copy this whole thing actually. Except I'll make this second level rather than first level. Go, and then I'll get rid of that because we've already set up the the second level and we don't need it to reset again. And active level I'll make 0, so it takes us back to the main menu. Alright. Here we go. Boom. Next level. Aha! Okay. Okay. Let's go down here. Let's just make a SDL-based rectangle. We'll just say click. Clicky zone. And then in here, which is where we're placing the bridge and everything, this clicky zone dot x equals x1. Clicky zone y equals y1. W equals x2. Y2. Okay. There we go. All right. Let's see if I can make that function work now. Resetting the clicky zone. I don't know if it's even working. Boom. Doesn't seem like it wants to really work. Oh, right. You know what, I'm gonna put clicky zone on the key or on the clipboard so I can just copy paste it. Is greater than my is less than h. So basically it needs to be inside of the box. See if I can make my clicky zones work. Boom, boom. Right click. Is that even implemented? Game. Yeah, it's there. It's there. I don't know why it wouldn't work. Why it doesn't want to work. Oh, that's why. It's because it's vertical. I'm not running Java. Not running Java. That is the thing. This is not Java. This is C++. It is amazing. But you are correct. Java is terrible. And I am not that good at programming, no. That's why I'm here. I'm here to learn. And you can either learn with me, or you can give me advice or anything like that, but I'm not a professional. I just want to get something to ship. So that's why I'm doing this. Alright. So... it's time to replicate the slope thing. If slope is greater than or is less than 0, there's that. Else, I don't want it capitalized. Alright. Okay, so if my is then less than this, it's greater than that, trigger the same things. That's all we need. So, boom, boom, resets. Boom, boom, resets. Cool. Let's do that. Blam. And boom. Next level, reset that bridge. The bridge here. Put a bridge up there. Oh no. No, 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 no. Okay. Hang on. Let's go up here into mouse handler else. Arch dot. Okay. If arch I if it is not placed, place it. And so one of the things I need to make sure I do in bridge here then, let's make sure that when it resets, yeah, the placed flag resets. Okay. Alright, let's carry on through that. Next level. Okay, that bridge is not resetting on its own. Okay, why will this not place the next bridge? Supposed to be able to place 2 bridges here, game. Are you not letting me place 2 bridges? If the bridge is not placed, place it. If it is placed, just move on. Oh, pfft. Get it up. There we go. Splat. Okay, why are the bridges being set up as... Oh, they're... Well, the thing is they're just... They're not being set up as placed to start with. Okay. So... Do I have to reset from level? Yeah, reset from level. Let's just do that. Let's go down here to the end. I is less than 2. I plus plus. Arch I. Reset from level. There we go. Just gonna make it a command leveling thing that it has to follow. Let's run this through real quick. Here's that. Oh, it places both of the bridges. Shoot. Okay, huh. It places both bridges at one time. See. Alright, I guess I need to just break it. Once it's been played. Once a bridge is placed, just break. Just break it there. Not try and do anything. Put that here, put this here. See if I can get another one going. Yeah, there we go. Reset, alright. That back here. This one up here. Right. I'm having the same issue as what I was having before, where it continues on through floors. I'm gonna have to do the same thing here as I did with that one up there. I just break the loop if it's true, so it doesn't continue on. Oh, right. Okay. Pro tip. Have the end of the bridge higher than the platform, but not too high. Blam, bam. Blam, bam. pff. Okay, wait, why did it go upwards while the bridge was pointed downwards? Okay. Right, that's right here. Huh. Okay, well, this is not something I expected to run into, where you have one array member overriding the other array member in the back end. This isn't nearly as frustrating as the Y coordinates issues I was having earlier. Nowhere near as bad as that, really. Still not entirely sure what fixed those either. But, yeah. It would appear, I'm afraid, that we are out of time for tonight. Thank you to everybody who came out to watch. I hope you all have a good evening. I will be back next week. Same place, same starting time, 9 p.m. U.S. Central Standard Time. I will be back, and hopefully I will have a full game to show off, and a download page for you to be able to download it from. So, yeah. I'll also push the project code to GitHub, so if any of you people who like to build things for Windows, if you want to try and make your own Windows-based executable of it, or if you guys want to add your own levels or anything like that, you can do so very easily. But I'm gonna have to keep working on this over the weekend, and I have a long weekend ahead of me, and I'm starting to feel comfortable. I feel like I'll be able to make it now. I should be able to get this out by May 31st. So thank you all for coming out. Hope you all have had a good evening. And I will see you guys next week. Same time, same channel. Have a good night.